Hello everyone, welcome. Today is Saturday and we are going to start a new series which is going to be Mindset Saturdays. So I'm going to open this series with a book which I have just finished reading, Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. So this is going to be my review and summary of this book. So a really good quote to open with is, I think, by Grant Cardone. Money can't buy happiness, but poverty can't buy anything. And I think that well summarizes this book and what we are going to talk about today. So let's get started. In this video, I will summarize the 9 most important ideas and steps to becoming rich. I will also give you some of my tips, and at the end, if you stick till the end of this video, I will give you a free bonus as well. So let's get started. And before we do, there is a chance to win my full Amazon FBA course. What you need to do is subscribe to my channel and comment below, did you read this book? If yes, please comment I think and grow rich. If no, please comment I will become rich. Let's start with step number 1. Success is built on failures. And guys, please pay attention to the graphics because I selected them for a reason as well. And Napoleon Hill says, before you can achieve success in life, you must be willing to fail multiple times. And from my experience, this is so true, okay? Before my Amazon FBA and coaching business, I failed multiple times. I had 9 various businesses, of which all of them failed. I was £250,000 in debt, and I almost went bankrupt in 2018. So pretty much less than 2 years ago. And why? Because I did not understand the rules, I did not understand how it works, and I did not pay attention to what matters. So, for this step, my tip is very quick. Fail quickly. If you have to fail anyway, fail quickly, okay? It took me about 12 years to do all these failures, and I think that's way too long, okay? So fail quickly and then move on. Step number 2, desire to be rich. So this is those steps must be in place for you to become rich, okay? So the step number 2 in the process is your desire to be rich. And no one is actually ready to receive riches until he or she has a burning desire for it. And that's what Napoleon Hill says in his Think and Grow Rich book. And I think this is true as well, okay? Because for some of my businesses, I simply did not have the burning desire to achieve success. And Napoleon Hill actually lists 6 steps, okay, to have this burning desire. First of all, you need to decide the exact amount of money you want to earn, you want to receive at some point in the future. You also need to decide what are you willing to give in return, okay? There is nothing like something for nothing, okay? There is nothing like that in life, unfortunately. So we need to decide what we are willing to give in return. So for example, in my example, basically with Amazon FBA business, I want to teach, I want to give my knowledge, my experience to as many people as possible in return for some money, obviously. So put a deadline on it, okay? Once you've decided the exact amount of money you want to receive, once you decided what are you willing to give in return, you need to put a deadline on it, okay? So by end of 2022, I want to earn or receive this much money in return for this and this service I am willing to render, okay, for the money I will receive. Then the next steps is you need to make a massive action plan, okay? Without the plan, you simply have wishes and not goals, okay? Action plan is what turns wishes into goals. So you need to develop a massive action plan. And what massive action plan is basically a list of steps, lists of tasks you need to do in order to get closer to your goal. And if your goal is big enough, which I do recommend, then there is a good chance you will not know all the steps, and that's okay. You just need to have the first few steps, the first few actions you are willing to take towards your goal. Okay, this is what it's all about. Now what you need to do is write on a piece of paper a statement, a short statement that describes all of the above. So you need to include the amount, you need to include a deadline, you need to include a service you are willing to give, and you need to include some action steps as well. Okay, so for example, your statement could be, let's say you want to earn £100,000 by end of 2020, and you are willing to sell great items on Amazon in return for money from your clients. Okay, and your first steps are invest in some kind of course, study the course, find a product to sell on Amazon, find a supplier to buy the product from. So your statement could be something like that. By end of 2020, I will have in my possession £100,000, which will come to me in various amounts from time to time. For this money, I am willing to sell great products on Amazon that add value to people's lives, and I am willing to learn everything I need to know about selling on Amazon, becoming ultimate seller, and I am willing to invest my money and time into buying a course, studying, looking for great products to sell, and sourcing them from suppliers. Something like that, just to give you an idea, okay? Napoleon Hill also recommends reading that statement twice a day out loud, and it needs to be kind of emotional, yes? So it needs to motivate you, you need to feel it, okay, with yourself, with your body, and with your emotions. This is very, very important. My tip is make it big, okay? Don't limit yourself and don't think in terms of what's possible right now for you, okay? Because this is not you. The whole purpose of this is move to the next stage in life, okay? And there is a saying, if your dreams don't scare you, they are not big enough, okay? So make them scary. My lifetime goal, for example, is to make £1 billion. Whether I'm going to achieve it or not, I don't know, but this is my goal. This is a scary goal because it's massive, and I don't know yet all the steps that are involved in achieving this goal. Yes, but I have this goal, I write this down every day, and I have it in front of my eyes as much as possible. Okay, step number 3 in the process is faith. And faith is the ability to see things that don't yet exist, okay? Without faith, we wouldn't be able to build massive skyscrapers, massive buildings, massive bridges, etc. Someone has to see those things first in their mind, and then this is going to be translated into reality, okay? So Napoleon Hill in his book lists 5 steps to total faith. You must believe you can achieve, and thus demand consistent everyday effort from yourself towards achieving your goal. And a good practice is to spend first 90 minutes of your day working towards your goals, okay? Step number 2, you need to designate 30 minutes a day to focus on tasks that lies ahead of you, okay? So if it was, for example, Amazon FBA, what task do you need to perform? Okay, I need to study the course, I need to look for suppliers, I need to look for these products, etc., etc., okay? Just to give you an idea. You also need to designate 10 minutes per day on developing faith. Whatever that means for you, you need to have that faith within you that you can achieve your goals and that one day you will achieve your goals. And you also need to read the statement from the previous step out loud every single day, twice a day. You need to be honest with yourself as well and with others, okay? You cannot get involved in any transactions that don't benefit all parties, okay? So, for example, in the case of selling on Amazon, that would be, for example, selling products that are very low quality, that are poor, or they break, etc. So that's why we teach how to add value to those customers, how to select those best winning products, okay? So my tip here: vision, potential, results, and action. This is actually from Tony Robbins' lectures, and everything starts with vision, okay? All people have unlimited potential, but we don't use this potential equally, okay? So if we don't use the potential equally, if we don't use a lot of our potential, we do not take enough actions, okay? And if we do not take enough actions, then obviously we do not produce the results, okay? So what I'm trying to say is everything starts with vision, because thanks to the vision, if you have a big enough vision that motivates you, that drives you, that moves you every day, you will use more of your potential every single day, okay? And by extension of it, you will also take more action towards your goals, and that will, as a result, produce more results, which will strengthen your beliefs. And thanks to this, you will use even more of your potential, produce more action, more results, etc. Okay, this is called an upward spiral, and it's very, very important to understand. And whenever in my life I have kind of down moments or some kind of crisis, I go back to those 4 points and remind myself, okay, I need to start with vision. I need to strengthen this belief within myself in order to again use more of my potential. Step number 4, visualization. So basically this is about picturing your way to success, a very powerful method, and Napoleon Hill lists 3 steps to help you with the process. First of all, sit in a quiet place with no disruptions. Keep imagining your outcome, the one you decided for yourself, and this is the hardest bit in my opinion and experience, and requires a lot of practice. So don't get discouraged. Simply, if you get distracted, come back and start visualizing once again. Okay, do this for at least 10 or 15 minutes a day or at one time. And repeat this process until you can see the money with your mind's eye. The money, your goal, the wealth, or whatever the outcome you are after is. My tips for that: I actually like to go for a walk, okay? I like to have a playlist with motivational music on my phone, okay? And the music that has some kind of meaning to me. I go for a very quick walk. I listen to the music and I start imagining. This is very powerful for me, and that works better for me than simply sitting in a sofa or chair and visualizing, imagining stuff. Okay. Also, you can use this for other things as well. Like, for example, if you want to go to the shopping center and you want a space, okay, good space, parking space. You can start visualizing this space, okay, when you leave home, and you will be actually surprised how many times this will work for you, okay? And the more practice you get, the more successful you will be in visualizing things. So use it for other things too. Yeah, and that's it. So step number 5 is knowledge. This is very important step. You need to decide on your goal, and for which you need the knowledge, and you need to think where will you get this knowledge, where you will find it. And Napoleon Hill, again, in his book Think and Grow Rich, gives some tips. First tip is use someone's experience and education. This is probably the fastest way to grow. Gain experience by working with others, where you can actually learn the subject, learn the trade, and use courses. So in his book he says obviously physical courses, but in today's age obviously we can use online courses for that purpose. My tip is model someone's blueprint, okay? Someone who has done it, someone who has achieved the success in your chosen field. Model that blueprint. This will save you a lot of time and effort, okay? We live in a digital age. So for example, if your goal is to make £100,000 in the next 12 months, and your chosen vehicle is, for example, selling on Amazon, that would mean that for a very little money, you could potentially sign up for my online course and copy my exact blueprint that basically repeatedly finds me everyday products to sell on Amazon, okay? And that would save you a lot of time, basically. And I'm saying about 300 hours I spent on looking for this information, and about 2 years of experience, because that's how long I've been selling on Amazon right now. You also save yourself about 2 or 3 failed products, okay, because there is a learning curve to Amazon FBA business model as well, and about, I think, 11 mistakes most new sellers make, okay? Most new sellers make. At least that's what I found out from experience, and I've been guilty. I've done some of these mistakes, but that's because I was doing this on my own, okay? So that costed me money, costed me time, etc., okay? So by the way, if you are interested in this free Amazon FBA training, yes, this is free. You can go to the link in the description of this video and learn more about this, okay? It's totally free. So if you are interested in learning about Amazon FBA, again, your chance to win. Subscribe to my channel and comment below this video, yes, I want Amazon FBA. Or if no, what is your chosen vehicle, okay? If you've got your own goal, how are you planning to obtain this goal? If it's £100,000, if it's £1 million, if it's 10 million, or whatever else, whatever it is for you, okay? What is your other vehicle? It could be affiliate marketing, it could be drop shipping, it could be something totally different, okay? So let me know in the comments below for your chance to win. Step number 6, being decisive. If you are influenced by others, you are killing your desires, okay? And decision making is where people fail in life, and they fail hard in it, really. And it's a habit, okay? It's a habit that was born when you were young, and then it was reinforced during your school years, and then basically that basically causes failure in life for most people, okay? It grew very strong because you have practiced this throughout the years, okay? Now, for example, when people sign up even for this free training I told you about, they simply cannot make the decision, cannot make, yes, I will learn, I will do this, I will make my money and achieve the success, okay? I sometimes really need to push them for their own success to become a reality, okay? So it's amazing how strong this habit is. My tip is, however, whatever was learned can be unlearned through repetition and practice, okay? So what you need to do is to resolve and make the decision, okay, that you are going to break this habit of indecisiveness. You need to practice every day to break this habit. And my tip is keep a journal either to the side of your bed or somewhere where you can see it, and use it every day to write down at least 3 to 5 decisions you have made every day, whether they are small or bigger, but write them down so you know, so you keep on track, so you stay basically in the loop and practice breaking this habit of ineffectiveness, indecisiveness. Okay? Step number 7, persistence. Most people are willing to drop their goals and desires when first failure comes, okay? Or even before. So I think I read statistics say average person tries 0.7 times, okay? So that blows my mind, because people give up even before they start. So for example, in the case of my coaching programs and online courses, they say, oh yes, I want to do this, but then just before they commit to it, they back out and say, I've got these fears, I've got these doubts, etc. I'm obviously trying to push them and address them, but you just simply sometimes cannot work with this kind of people. Anyway, I'm guilty too. I've done it in the past. I failed in the businesses because I wasn't persisting enough. Okay, persistence, however, is a state of mind based on having a clear outcome or goal. If you don't have a clear outcome or goal, there is no way you are going to be persistent. Okay, you need to have desire to achieve this goal as well, faith in yourself, in your goal, in your ability to achieve it, having a plan for your life. Okay, what are you going to do now in your current situation, what are you going to do next, etc. So for example, you are starting completely with no money, okay, but you do want to get into Amazon FBA and you do want to achieve financial freedom and be making, for example, £100,000 a year or a month or whatever. So your plan could be potentially, okay, first step, I need to make some money in order to invest in a Amazon FBA course, learn the process and be successful in this. Okay, so you would need to start with a vehicle that does not require any money or require very little money, and then progress onto your next stage. For example, okay, or you could potentially become an affiliate of mine and then start selling this product to others. Then once you've made enough money, start studying and become successful yourself. Right knowledge. You need to model someone's blueprint. Guesswork destroys persistence. Okay, if you need to do guesswork, if you need to guess, try methods, it doesn't work, this doesn't work, this doesn't work, it basically destroys your persistence, and it's a sure way to failure in life. Okay, habit through practice and repetition. Yes, develop the habit through practice and repetition. So my tip, pick your vehicle and resolve to never give up until you succeed. Okay, so many people pick a vehicle, they do things, okay, maybe they even achieve some small successes, and then because there is a failure, they don't see this big success, they give up, move to something else, and they repeat the process. Okay, and that's why they move from business to business. I've done that in the past as well, yes, and basically ultimately fail. So ask yourself, what do I want to achieve? Okay, what do you want to achieve? Is it going to be financial freedom? Is it going to be £100,000? Is it going to be 1 million, 1 billion? Whatever works for you. Okay, now how do I want to achieve it? Okay, what's the potential vehicle? Is it going to be affiliate marketing? Is it going to be Amazon FBA? Is it going to be dropshipping business? Is it going to be something totally different? Yes, am I going to work for myself, or am I going to work 9 to 5 for somebody else? Okay, everything is fine, but you need to decide how are you going to achieve your goals. And then you need to ask yourself, is there someone doing it who achieved what I want to achieve? Okay, so if you want to earn 100,000 pounds doing Amazon FBA, is there someone doing Amazon FBA who is making 100,000 pounds a year or a month? And I can tell you exactly, yes, there are plenty of people. To be exact, 300,000 people in the UK, and I think over 5 million worldwide. I don't know the exact statistics, but there is a lot of people. So those 3 questions you need to answer for yourself. And if so, if there is someone who is achieving the kind of success you want, you now have a proof that it can work for you as well. You just need to learn how, and you just need to learn the formula. That's why you need to find that person, copy her or his blueprint, model it, and implement it in your life. So we are getting slowly towards the end of the video right now. Bonus, my ebook, A Mindset of a Successful Amazon Entrepreneur. Okay, this is a very short ebook. It will probably take you maybe 15 or 20 minutes to study, but I do describe 4 key factors, in my opinion, that are most important to be successful on Amazon, or in fact in any other online business, or in any business as well. So it's worth studying. I also give some tips that will protect you from failure as well, and I will put the link in the description of this video. Again, don't forget, if you are interested in free Amazon FBA training, I will link to it in the description as well. And before the next video, if you have any questions, please comment below. Give it thumbs up, subscribe and share to help me grow this channel, to help me reach more people with those videos. There is tons of useful content coming up over the next weeks, and I'll see you in the next video.